So, a couple of people have been sharing a problem they've been having lately, and I think it's something that we can all relate to. I think it's something that, on a certain level, everyone struggles with this in their own lives. And they've been telling me that no matter how much progress they make in their lives, no matter how much growth, how much self development they're involved in, no matter what, they always find themselves in certain areas of their lives right back where they started. So, whether it's their diet, not eating certain things, whether it's the relationships they're in, whether it's what they look at, what they're involved in, what they're doing, the things they want to be doing, no matter what happens, they always seem to fall right back into their old patterns, their old habits, and they find themselves right back where they started. And I was explaining to them that the way that we work is that we have a default, and the only way to seriously grow and to radically change and to actually make progress in your life without falling right back to where you started is to change your default. So if you're pushing away and then all of a sudden you stop pushing, you go right back to your default. You go right back to who you are. And if who you are and your default is eating certain things, hanging out with certain people, doing certain things, you're going to fall right back into that. So the very core and root of change and growth is changing that default. And how do you change the default? That default is tied up to your identity. So the only way to truly change, the only way to truly grow is to change your identity. And obviously, changing your identity means becoming more in touch with yourself. It's heightening your self-awareness. It's understanding who you are. And it's, pulling away the layers of fakeness, the layers that betray who you truly are. And that's what real growth is. It's embracing who you really are by heightening your self-awareness, by delving deeper into yourself. But until you do that, until you change your identity, really discover your true identity, and until you change your default, you'll always fall back into the old patterns of the past. So if you find yourself always going back to that default that you don't want to go back to, which trust me, in certain areas we all struggle with this, then what you really need to start doing is changing your default by going to the core of who you are and saying, why is it that this is my default? Why is it that I keep on falling back into these patterns? How can I really get to the root of who I am? How can I heighten my self-awareness to build an identity where this is impossible because this is no longer who I am? So I hope this is helpful. I hope that we can all continue working on this. This is a lifelong journey, but to truly grow and to truly change, we have to work on changing our defaults.